Hi, my name is Mason Still, and I'm going to give you some statistics about distracted driving. As defined in the overview of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's Distracted Driver Program, distraction is a specific type of inattention that occurs when drivers divert their attention from the driving task to focus on some other activity. When you think of distracted driving, it is mostly centered around cell phone use and texting, but it can also include eating, music, passengers in the car, or messing with buttons on the radio or dashboard. In the videos you've just watched before, there are all sorts of types of distracted driving. In the article called Linking Executive Functions to Distracted Driving, Does It Differ Between Young and Mature Drivers? It says that about 1.35 million people are of all ages were killed in traffic accidents globally in 2016. This already shows how dangerous accidents are, but the amount of these accidents that come from distracted driving is staggering. It also states around 83% of drivers ages 15 through 59 years old that were involved in fatal crashes were found to be distracted at the time of the accident. All of these findings show that just how deadly distracted driving can be, just as shown in our skits. Finally, in the article Distracted Driving in 2022, the estimated economic cost of all motor vehicle traffic crashes in the United States in 2019 was $340 billion, of which $98 billion resulted from distracted driving traffic crashes.
Hi, I'm JC Riley, and I'm here interviewing the officer for our school, Mr. Mike.
Hi everybody, I'm the SRO for the Huntland School. I've been asked to participate in this video and answer a few questions, so I guess here we go.
Okay, our first question is, how often do you see kids our age in wrecks due to distracted driving?
It's not as much as you think. It's gotten a lot better, but they still do happen, and it's due to distracted driving, and that can constitute a whole bunch of things. Other people in the car, pulling your attention away, turning around, talking to friends, things like that. But the biggest one is cell phones. And of course, the Tennessee Criminal Authority for distracted driving is 558199. And then, well, go ahead and do your other questions and we'll see.
Okay. The second question is, how do you think law enforcement can better distracted driving?
Well, I think they've come a long way. In 2019, we passed the Hands-Free Act. So, you know, your body cannot be in contact with a cell phone while you're driving. That means you can't even lay it on your leg, you know, have it between your legs. It's not supposed to touch your body in any way. So that's been a big help, but one of the caveats to that was they passed the Eddie Conrad Act this year. And what that does is gives stiffer penalties for people under 18 years old when they use a hands-free, when they do not use a hands-free device. So results in more points on your license, a higher fine, things like that, and especially in a second offense, you're looking at, like, if you're a second offender on, you know, with a hands-free device, it's 7 points. So that's like half your points right there in one ticket. So usually, you know, on a second offense, you've already gotten points, so that means you're gonna have to go stand in front of a judge and go to a driving school. But not only, you know, definitely brings it, you know, to your attention, like, oh, I messed up.
I'm Annalyn Riddle, here to give you some statistics about the most common form of distracted driving. Non-fatal car accidents happen every day, which does not seem like a lot. But imagine losing 9 people who are your family or friends every day. This adds up to 3,285 people per year. In 2019, 3,142 people were killed and an estimated 424,000 people were injured due to distracted driving in the U.S. A student survey found that 90% of drivers ages 18 through 29 admitted to sometimes using their phone while driving. 50% even said they use their phone on the highway, which is much more dangerous due to the higher speeds. Another study said that drivers aged 17 through 22 touch their phones on an average of 1.71 times per minute while driving. Almost 2 times per minute is alarming, especially considering that you are over 20 times more likely to crash while driving distractedly. There are 1.6 million car crashes each year due to the usage of phones while driving. So why are teens and young adults on their phones so much? It's hard to say, but social media and texting, which is more common in younger age groups, could be the blame.